I'm back out here again today, detecting an old area that schoolhouse had burnt down years and years ago in the 1900s, and it's been rebuilt. I found 19, or actually I don't know the year because it was kind of melted, but I could see it on the coin. It was a 10-cent piece, silver. It was a King George dime, but I couldn't get the year because it was kind of melted, unfortunately. So I'm back here detecting again, just over my shoulder here, a little playground area, and that's where I found it. So hopefully I can maybe find some more neat old coins, and we'll give you a follow-up once we find some. I don't know what that is, but it could be a dime. Old silver dime, maybe. We'll clean it up and show it on the... We're here at Aldermere, an old ghost town. The buildings have been knocked down, but absolutely gorgeous wildflowers. Yeah, what a beautiful place to be metal detecting. Old ghost town, northern British Columbia. Can't get any prettier than this. Wildflowers. My grandson's over there. They've found a horseshoe. We'll be coming back probably again in the spring, as the grass is pretty high to swing right now. But yeah, so we're finding a few items, but I think there's lots more history to unearth in here, so we'll be back for sure. With my daughter Christine, my grandson Eli, thumbs up, and we're digging. Richmond is digging Smithers right now, and look what we found in this little pile. Where did it go? Disappeared right there. What do we got? Eli, have a look at that. What do we find?
Penny.
What is it?
1984.
1984 penny, copper penny. Yippee! 2 thumbs up. We found another one here, right there. And this looks like it's going to be in the 80s. It's got a bit of a round, square edge to it, so. Hey, Eli, there you go.
Can't see the date. 1993.
1992. There we go.
3.
The bum's holding them all together. We're getting a collection of copper. Here we are in Smithers, and on my son's property we come up with this little old motorcycle. Looks like a Harley. Came through, and that was coming in at a number 24, 25 again penny ranges. So I've washed it all up, but pretty cool old Harley. And we're hitting a ski hill up in Smithers parking lot, looking to see what we can find. And one of my targets was something right there. Don't know what it is yet. Oldie, copper, penny. Boy, and the mosquitoes are just wicked here. Well, hello diggers, welcome back. And I just wanted to do the wind up for my road trip up north, my rest areas that I stopped at, and plus the old ghost town that we hunted, and an old school that burnt down, and I'll show you some of the finds that I've found there. So, but we'll go through some of the trashy stuff, and not all the things I brought home, but I just want to show you some of the things that we found in there. We found lots of nails in there, lots of wire, rusty old stuff through there. You know, the old familiar bottle caps that we've had, and twist tops. You know, we did the twist tops in there. And then again, you know, we found lots of these old cans, sardine cans. I guess they've had canned and fish in there. We found other remnants of old cans. I didn't bring them all home, but I did just wanted to bring some of that to show you. We found old cotter pin, huge. I don't know, this maybe came off a wagon of some sort, but you can see the split marks in here. In there, it's quite a chunk of meat. Metal. Here's another one, a bolt. I guess it was sheared off somewhere. Found this. I think was up. I think we found up on the ski hill somewhere. And so yeah, you know, the regular old pull tabs we found in there. Not as many as I thought there would have. Little emblems of from badges. But yeah, I mean, most of it was just old rusty nails that we found in there, and it was a great area to hunt. And what I would suggest for people is when you're traveling is take your machine with you, because when you stop along the roadsides for your rest areas, it's incredible the things that you can find there. And I mean, I found, and I'll show you at the wind-up, I found a beautiful silver ring, native handmade carved silver ring along there. Tons and tons of coins. Most of them were the older pennies. I like the copper pennies. So I know when you're finding pennies, it hasn't been hunted. So it's just a great area to go and hunt. So you can see we did find a number of items for trash and stuff, nails, rusty stuff, but it's just regular, excuse me, just regular old stuff. So, but I did find some good stuff, and I wanted to show you my good stuff that I found. I'm going to kind of sort it out here, so let me put it up here. And this was all found at a rest area. And when I found this weed was growing up through the bottom, and actually was kind of coming out through one of the doors. Now I looked this up, and this is for a model railroad car, 0 gauge signal house, and metal, made in England. So I think it's a fairly old house that you can have for your trains. So anyway, so I found that. And then alongside, and I'll show you the picture, I found the silver ring, but I gave that to my daughter, so she has that, and I'll show you the photo of it. But lots of coins. I found probably a good handful of coins. I gave some to the grandkids, but lots of coins, pennies, coppers in the 90s, you know, that I had. Probably I've got quarters in the 80s. We've got them. I've got pennies in the 87 range, came in here, so I'm keeping all these. I've got pennies in the 70, 78, 76. I've got pennies in the 63, 64, 68, and these were all found in an area, again, that was an old rest area, so I was pulling them out, so they've been there since the 60s when the place was made. I found this old silver dime, and that came out from a burnt school, and I'll show that to you in the video. But it came out from an old school. It was melted down, so it's melted, so I couldn't tell the year, but I can tell that it was a King George the IV silver dime, and that would be between 1937 to 42 range in there. So I thought that was pretty cool. So that's the wind up from my trip. We will be going back up in the fall again, and some of the places we went to in the ghost town, the grass was really high, so we couldn't do much swaying. My grandson did find a really, really neat old horseshoe that he's got framed, and I'll put the picture up here also. and he's very proud of it. You can tell it's a handmade old horseshoe that was lost up there. So anyway, that was the trip, and so I just wanted to do a quick wind up. Anyway, thanks for watching, and please feel free to subscribe. It's free, and it just helps the channel grow and lets YouTube know that people are liking my videos, and and so on. So anyway, any questions, put them down in the comments below, and we'll talk to you later. And 2 thumbs up. Digging Richmond out. Cheers.